everybody, happy Saturday. So today's video is going to be a 4th of July inspired makeup tutorial. So this is a look that you can wear if you're going out during the nighttime on the 4th of July or something, because it's a little heavier, the lips are a little more crazy, stuff like that. So if you guys want to figure out how I did this look, then be sure to keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to be using today is my Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. This is just going to help the makeup stay on my face all day long. I'm focusing this around my T-zone more because I get oily and that's where the makeup tends to crease the most. Now that that's on, I'm going to be using a foundation because I want my face to be very flawless. So I'm just going to dot a little bit onto my finger, and you can build this up. So I would start with less, build up. Now taking a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to be blending it in. Next, I'm going to be going in with a concealer, and this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm just going to be twisting it up and applying some underneath my eyes to just brighten it up. And I'll do one at a time so you can see the difference. This is a fantastic concealer, so easy to use, covers wonderfully, brightens, highlights. I love it. Now I'm also going to be applying a little bit down the bridge of my nose and as well up onto my forehead a little bit. While I'm letting that soak into my skin a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows and then I'll be right back. So now that my brows are done and defined, I'm happier with them. So the next step that I'm going to do is use a primer, and I'm just going to be using my Urban Decay Primer Potion as always. And I'm also going to go underneath my eyes here, because we might be applying shadows there. The first thing that I'm going to do is use a white base. So this is from NYX. It's a jumbo pencil. It's just in the shade Milk. You guys have seen me use it before. I'm sure you've seen other people use it before as well. I'm just going to apply that to my lid and blend it in with my fingers. So today for my shadows, I'm going to be using the Naked 2 palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to be taking this color right here called Tease, which is a purpley brown, and a shader dome brush like this. And I'm just going to be working this up into my crease a little bit as a transition color. This will help with all of the shadows being blended together nicely later. I'm going to be taking this shimmery color called YDK on a angled fluffy brush like this. Just going to be applying that right there on my outer corner in a V shape and blending that into my crease. I'm just going to be using a brush like this. I love this brush for blending. Next, I'm going to be using this color called Foxy at the end of the palette on a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to be applying this right to the center of my lid, working it in towards the inner corner. For the very last step of the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this color right here called Booty Call on a little teeny tiny little brush like this, and just applying that right to the inner corners. Okay, now I'm going to be going back to the face to set it all. So I'm going to be using my Stay Matte powder from Rimmel again, and this sponge, and applying this underneath my eyes right there. You guys have seen me do this before. I totally forgot a step for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using this Foxy color again on the end, the same one that we used on the lid with the same brush. And I'm just going to apply this to my brow bone. I'm going to be setting the rest of my face with a flat brush like this with the same powder. And just applying that, concentrating it on my T-zone, but applying it all over my face to set all of the foundation. Now on to the fun part. I'm going to be using a blue eyeliner. So what I'm going to be using for that is my NYX Studio Liquid Liner in the shade Extreme Blue. And I don't even know how I have this color, why I have this color, but I have it and it will work perfectly for this. So we're going to be using whatever blue liner, shadow, anything that you have will work. I'm going to start by doing a very thin line on my upper lash line, and then I'm going to start to wing it out a little bit on the edges. So that is what your final result should look like. You should just have a little blue wing like that. And now I'm going to do my other eye, same exact way, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that you have your eyeliner on both eyes, just like this, we're going to work on the lower lash line for a minute. So I'm going to be taking the color Snakebite, that's right here in the same exact palette, on a little brush just like this. And I'm just going to be sort of rimming my lower lash line just to add definition back there, just so it's a little less top heavy. I'm going to do this off camera and then I'll be right back. So now that the look is a little less top heavy, you can rim your waterline with something, a black, a brown, a nude, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to leave it. I like the way it looks now. So now we're going to move back to the face. What is a full face makeup look without a little bit of contouring? So of course I'm going to be using my Hoola bronzer from Benefit and this brush, which I use like every day. So I'm just going to start by contouring my cheekbones, of course a little bit higher than they are to raise my face up. Now of course contouring my jawline. You can go a little bit up onto your forehead as well if you want. I just kind of take the extra and just apply it up there. I don't really like to contour too much up there. Now going in with a more of a bronzy blush. This is Rock Couture by Benefit and a blush brush. I'm just going to apply a little tiny bit just to add some color back to my face. I'm actually going to put my hair up because it's getting hot in here. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. And yes, I did get a new eyelash curler because my other one broke, so had to get a new one. I am using my Maybelline Illegal Ink mascara to just apply a couple coats to make my lashes pop. I just did a couple coats of that, just kind of light because I want the blue to still be the focus of this. And then I'm also going to apply this to my lower lashes as well. So once you have that done, the lower lash line looks a whole lot heavier on camera than it does in person. I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's like the shadows and stuff, but it's not that dark on the bottom in person, especially on the side. It's even in person. Of course, we can't forget the lips. So what do you think I'm gonna go for? Red, of course, because it's red, white, and blue. That's the theme we're going for. So of course, I'm using my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Monte Carlo. I'm just applying this to my lips in a thin coat. It's good to apply a lip balm a few minutes before you apply this because you want your lips to be smooth but not too smooth where it's slipping off. So as you can see, this got a little bit messy, so I'm just going to take a Q-tip and clean it up around the edges. So once you've got your lipstick on, you are perfect. You're done and you are ready to go out and party on the 4th of July. So that is the look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope that you guys try this out or recreate it in some way. If you do recreate this, be sure to tweet me pictures of it. My Twitter and Instagram are both Anna Maria Beauty, so make sure to go to follow me over there and tweet me some pictures, post some, you know. And that's it. So I will see you guys next Wednesday, and I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day.